along. For reference, I wear 11.5. Yep, that's pretty large feet. Stance, that's a pretty aggressive stance. We call that duck foot. I'd recommend if you're focused on turning to be more like 9-12 or even 12-15. 15-15 is pretty aggressive. And board width of 123 milliliters. Oh, I do not know my milliliters. Previous board. All right. Sounds good. So basically, we're just trying to clean up these carves. That shouldn't be an issue. Nice. So the fundamentals are there, but there's definitely some ways to improve this because you'll notice, especially at these last turns here, you're going in sliding across the slope before getting that edge in and turning. Here again, sliding across the slope before getting that edge, and you're getting that little bit of shuffle, scuffle, whatever you want to call it there. And that's what we're trying to eliminate is that scuff around your turn, holding hopefully this line the whole time. The reason why this is happening is because you're not fully turning your momentum that's going sideways and turning it back downhill. We'll go and demonstrate this a little bit on your form, and then I'll go and give you a little demonstration of my body and show you what I'm talking about. So you can really see it here. You're cupping in, and this is a good toe edge position. Preemptively opening the chest though, you want this chest closed off for the whole time you're turning. You only want to open it once you're then swapping to your heel edge. So you're just open up, facing downhill. You want to be having this chest squared off, looking downhill. So you just did that a little bit too early, and that's going to impact your baseline power. And then this is what I want to highlight here. Notice how you're turning your edges. Your upper body's all the way turned, but your legs are needing to play catch up. So then when you try to turn, you haven't gone and put in the initial steps of your legs leading the turn, what's causing you to scuff out sideways, making it so you need to kill your momentum completely before you're able to stop yourself and getting your heel edge. And then it's the same with the toe edge. You're going in, setting the turn too much with your upper body, then having your legs follow. I'm going to share screen. I'm going to show you how you can go and improve this because I see this a lot. It's stemming from not getting your edges in place before seeing your turns. So right now you're turning your heels, turning your, turning your upper body and falling with your legs. But what this is doing is it's not killing your momentum going sideways. When you're traveling sideways across the slope, you have that angular momentum pushing you this way. So if you just go and try switch straight to your heel edge from that position, it's going to go chatter you around, spurt you around, right? So what you need to do is you need to channel that sideways momentum through a smooth circle, channeling it back out. So if what you're doing right now is across, sideways, push, what I want you to do is across, extend up, lift, getting onto that edge, holding it, and carving around. So it's going to be a lot less like going downhill, turning, chatter, turning, chatter, and instead it's going to be a lot more like seas down the mountain. To do this, you're going to need to change two things. There's a bunch more subtle things, but we're just going to focus on these 2 points right now. First of all, you're opening your chest too soon for a turn. So what do I mean by this? You're going for your heel side turn, and you're going and you're going on your toe side turn, and you're opening your chest when you're riding in that toe side position, and then you're swapping to your heels, but your chest is already open. You need to stay squared off. So you're coming in on your toe edge, then you open up as you get that edge in and get in place. This is adding connection for your upper and lower body, but will help you channel your momentum. The next thing you have to do is you can't go and slam your edge into the side of the slope when you're traversing. If you're just going in sideways, slamming like this, you're going to sputter. So what you need to do is go and decrease that arc and that initial push by going and adding a smooth turn and transition. We do this by loading in on the turn, staying squared, and then lifting up, engaging our edge, getting it in, and then riding that edge. What we mean by riding the edge is you're riding the edge as aggressively as you can without sputtering out. How sputtering out works on a snowboard is you have sideways momentum, what we just call force. So you have a bunch of force going sideways across the slope. If you try to channel that force too fast to the other direction, you're going to skip out, just like drifting a car. You're hitting a corner too fast, you're going to lose traction with your wheels and skip out. So you're only able to turn as fast as you can hold traction through that turn. The better the snow, the more you'll be able to hold that traction. But it's still, you need to go and use your board field to feel the traction with the snow and power through it and making the clean line the whole way. This takes a lot of feel and a lot of practice, but focus on staying stacked, loading up. And I'd recommend really making your turns less aggressive, making it so it's more across the slope, longer time, then transitioning to your heels and coming back. The more straight your downhill slope, the quicker you can do this motion. The more across you're going, the more sideways momentum you have, the more you need to then slow this process down and expand the turns. That's why you're sputtering out. And whenever you sputter out on a turn, it's because you're trying to turn too hard for the snow conditions and the angle with your momentum. I hope that helps. Let me know if you need anything else.